Hey, good evening, guys. Tush coming at you Monday night. Out in the garage. A little chilly again tonight. I think it's 0 degrees out, so it's not getting any warmer. In the garage, it's 8 degrees. I've got the little dish on out here. I've yet to get my regular garage heater out, so that'll have to suffice for now. Anyway, as long as I keep it close to where I'm working, it keeps my backside warm anyway. So it'll be kind of fun just to slap a milk crate in it and go for a ride. What do you think? Maybe just clear out all those blankets. Yeah, be a little chilly tonight, I think. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working on this front valance fitment, since I'm a sucker for punishment. So clearly the right side of the driver's side of the valance is in much worse condition than the passenger side. And you can see it's had a lot of work, a lot of hammering. It doesn't fit. It's out on the edge. It doesn't fit flush like it should. And again, we're all aware of all those fitment issues with the flange here up the top. So that's what the driver's side looks like, and again, like I said, it's out on this edge. And for comparison purposes, I mean, I've only got this fender loosely fitted, but you can see there's the heater buzzing. It fits much better. It doesn't stick out like it does on the other side. The gaps are much better. That's the shape it should be. So this side's obviously in much better condition. It looks a little punched in here. On the that's where the bumper mounts. Looks a little punched in there, so that looks like it needs to be pounded out a little bit. But other than that, yeah, that's pretty rough right in that area there. So that'll need the most attention. There's some cracking in here. I don't know if you can see that. It's got to be welded up. I think there's another one here. So again, I just have the grill sort of loosely fitted in here, so pull that out. So yeah, nice aluminum rad in there. Anyway, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the fenders off again. I'm going to make some reference marks here on this fender just with Sharpie, so I know where it's lining up currently. So just for reference, maybe what I'll try to do is take the fenders off and reattach the valance to the two fenders and do some fit checks there and some hammer and dollying and see if I can make the profile a little bit better. So that's the plan. I'm sure this is going to take me a little bit of time to get this done. You can see this doesn't line up quite properly. It needs to lift up actually. It's close. Need a little persuasion. And this one here is not bad actually. Oh well. Okay, so that's the plan. I'm going to pull the fenders off, which means taking the door off the passenger side. I don't know if you noticed, I flipped the car around in the garage just for a different look. You know, work on the front end up this way. But I got to get the passenger side door off in order to get the two bolts out that are holding the fender on the inside. So that'll be my next task. Get the door off, get the fenders off, get the front valance off. So that's the plan for tonight. We'll see how much I get done, and we'll talk to you later. Just made a few quick reference marks with a Sharpie, just so I can line it up on the bench a little bit better, and mark the widest spot here with the W. That's W for wide. Anyway, and mark a few on this spot on this side as well, just to be able to line it up, just to see where we're at. So let's see if I can bolt her up on a table or a couple tables, and we'll go from there. Alright, that's the plan. Hey guys, I'm back. Okay, I thought I'd just give you a quick look at the side flange on this thing with a straight edge across of it. So yeah, you can see where, I mean, that's this arrow here is the worst. This was where the widest gap was, and you can see what they've done again, like I said, to clearance that out on the other side. They've just pounded this in on this side So that's obviously a problem right there. And it's pretty, I mean, I've got, you got a gap here, and we've got a gap that's pretty wavy down through here. And the flattest section, right on the end, is the best part of it, but obviously that center section is way off, so that'll be the part that I need to work on first. I don't know if I can, probably blinding you looking into that light, sorry. So yeah, so that'll need some work. And then just looking around here, yeah, pretty ugly, eh? So that's had some work done before. What else we got in here? Yeah, lots of hammer marks in here. So that's not looking too good. That's not looking too good. I'll have to clean that up. I don't know who did that. Previous owner. A bad spot there. A little rusty up under in the front lip. We'll have to clean that up a bit. And some hammer marks up in there. So, yeah. The other flange doesn't look too bad. There's not been a lot of work done on this side of the hood, or this side of the apron. Now here's another problem. I don't know if you can see that. This is where the previous owner clearance and oil cooler is supposed to look like that. Nice and flush. So what I think I'll try to do, since I'm not going to run the oil cooler, I think I will attempt to repair that. He's just bent it back, basically, so I'm going to try to bend it, reform it, and if that doesn't work, then I'll just make a new patch panel and put it in there. So the other part that doesn't look so good is how wavy this front lip is. It really wows out and back. So I'm not a concourse guy, so what I might do actually is to strengthen it up once I get it formed up. I might weld a steel rod under the lip of that. You won't be able to see it anyway. So we'll decide on that a little bit later. But obviously the first plan of attack is this flange. See if we can get that straightened out and fitting against the fender a little bit better. Yeah, and we'll get all this fixed up in the process. Yeah, that's quite the welding blob. Okay, that's it for now, and we'll talk to you later. Okay guys, back with you. Man, this thing is a mess. I've just been walking around it for about the last half an hour trying to figure out what I'm going to do. And I think I've decided that the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take all this crap off. This is just a piece of metal actually that goes from here to here, and then it holds this bottom piece, which I have to repair anyway. Remember, that's where the cutout is for the oil cooler. So this is all just spot welded along the bottom. So I'm thinking of drilling out the spot welds, removing this piece, and removing these two end caps. I mean, this is awful, and I'm thinking if I remove that, it'll give me a better chance to repair the front of that panel. You can see it's in good shape on this side. It's a little rusty, but definitely not as bent up. It hasn't been worked on. It's always nice to have a reference point to look how it should look. So I think that's going to be the first thing I do, is remove that piece. And then, yeah, it's like everything is, yeah, I don't know how to describe it, but anyway, like I said, at least I have a reference of a good side to work with. This is pretty good along the flange on this side all the way up. I'm going to base my my work off of this side. Hopefully this is correct. And yeah, I'm going to try to match this side with this side. That's the objective. I started making some templates just to do some checks on how far out some of the panels, like the arches, are. And I started with this side, and again, you can see, I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but you can see how wavy that flange is. But yeah, so I think that's going to be the course of action, is to get this crap out of here. And then, yeah, that's rough there. It's been welded here, it's been welded here. And some surface rust there. That's got a crack in it over there. It's got a hole in there. So yeah, this is going to be a bit of a challenge. This is all screwed up here. It doesn't match the profile of the other side. So anyway, I don't think I'm going to do much more tonight. I'm going to think a little bit more about how I want to proceed on that. But that's the plan right now, is to actually remove this and remove that bottom piece. I've got to repair that anyway. I think it'll be easier. Like I said, let me just flip this over again. So yeah, so you can see it's just spotted in across the bottom. So I could technically remove that whole piece from here all the way across, and then that'll give me an opportunity to work on this area a little bit better. I could probably get that pounded out a little better if I didn't have this structural piece behind it. And again, I've got a new grill to fit in there, so whatever I do, I've got to make sure that the new grill fits in. Yeah, that's just a mess. No other way to describe it. Again, fortunately, I have a fairly good looking piece on this side to be able to model. Anyway, so that's it for tonight. I think I'm going to just push everything back in the corner for now, and we'll come out here maybe tomorrow night or the next night and actually start tearing this apart. If anybody out there that's watching the video has any strong messages as opposed to, not taking this piece out, I'd be interested in hearing. I don't think it's going to be a problem taking it out and putting it back in. Like I said, I've got to repair that section back there anyway. And like I said, I think it'll help me be able to repair this area over here a little easier. Anyway, that's it for tonight. Sorry, not much content other than just taking things apart and taking a look at some damaged stuff. But anyway, you get an idea of the scope of this project, and I think that's it for tonight. So I'll upload this, and hopefully it warms up a little bit in the garage. I think it's supposed to be a little nicer the next few days. So hopefully I'll be able to get out here after work for an hour or two. But I'll leave you with that. We'll talk to you later. Bye. I guess I'm going to have to delay that drive now. Have a good night, guys. Thanks for watching.